So hi everyone. So in this video I'm going to walk you through a utility that I have built to export semantic model properties. So it's a simple utility that requires zero user interaction and that exports the relationship properties of the semantic model. So the purpose of this tool is to make it easy to extract semantic model properties into a CSV format, which in turn makes it simple to analyze, share and document your semantic model. The tool can be installed through an installer, and it exports the selected properties into CSV file, which is then automatically packaged into a zip file. So at the moment, this tool is currently available as a free version, and to keep it easy to use and lightweight, it has a few limitations. At the moment, the free version supports only exporting relationship properties only, and it processes only one semantic model per execution. So the limitations are intentional for the free release. The idea is to gather feedback and response from the users and then gradually add new features to it. Alongside this, I'm working on a paid version of the tool. The paid edition will include a web-based graphical user interface, making it easier for the users. It will also offer more advanced features and support more complex scenarios. For users who prefer working in a terminal, a console-based UI also is under development, which will be a part of the paid version. All right. In this demo, I'll show you how to run the tool, how the export works, and what the generated CSV and zip output file looks like. Let's get started. So what you see on the screen is the installer. So let's start by running this installer. So when you run the installer, you are prompted to a few required properties. So on the landing page, it prompts for the location where the utility needs to be installed. So we'll just customize this location. So we can just put it to an D drive. So by default, it will install the application into an export semantic model folder. You can customize the name. It can be anything. All right, we'll just keep it to default. We click next. So here what we have is that we have a client ID, we have a download location, we have workspace and semantic model. So the client ID is required for the authentication. So the client ID is the client ID of the service principal that has at least the contributor access to the workspace, of which the workspace from where you want to export the semantic model from. So I'll just open my Fabric tenant. So this is the workspace that I'll be exporting the semantic model from, and this is the service principal. So I'll be using the client ID of this service principal, and I'll go back to the workspace and I'll just ensure that this service principal has at least a contributor access to the workspace. So I'll just add the client ID here, and this would be the default download location. Let's just like quickly ensure there are no files in that location. Okay, the folder is empty. We then add the workspace name. Let's copy this workspace name. And then we copy the semantic model. Let's just select the semantic model. All right, and then we click next. So then we have the option if you want the utility to be available through the start menu. So again, the name is customization. We'll keep it to default. And if you want to create a shortcut on the desktop, we'll just say check this option. Click next, and we click install. Okay, the installation is finished. Let's just quickly check the installation in our add remove programs. Okay, so I'll just do a quick refresh. Yeah, so we have this. Yeah, so we have this installer. We have this application called Export Semantic Model version 1.0. All right, and we should just double check if there's a, yeah, so we have the shortcut created here. So what I'll do is that I'll just, okay, so before that, let me open the location where we had installed the the application. So this is the application. So the application was installed here. Okay. So one thing I'd like to highlight here is that, so when you open this app setting, so any values that you had set during the installation, those values are updated into this app setting file. So if you look here, so this is the client ID that we had set. This is the download location, this is the workspace name, and this is the semantic model. By default, you'll have to keep this, you'll have to keep this, the values of these two properties to default. That is login Microsoft, redirect URI to localhost. Again, this redirect URI depends based on how you have set up the service principal. Like if you go to redirect URIs, and if you have set it to localhost, so you should have that value here. I mean, usually the value is always set to localhost, but if for any reason that you have modified this value, you can change it to that value. So if I click edit here, so you can any localhost, or there's a port number, for example 2020, and your service principal uses these URI as the redirect URI. You have to update this into your config file here. I can just go set it like this. But most installation of service principal always has this localhost. I mean, nobody keeps it to something other value except localhost. All right, so that's done. We'll just go back to our desktop. Okay, I'll just run this tool, and the download location was set to the AEMO folder on the E drive. So open this. Okay. Okay, now I'll run the utility. Okay, so this is a kind of a command line utility, but you don't need to, it doesn't require any user interaction. So the first thing that you'll see is that it will prompt you to validate the credentials in the browser window. So you can just enter your account details. Once that is done, so it will validate those credentials. So the credentials are validated. So now it's reading the semantic model and exporting it to the CSV file. It's just completed reading the CSV file and zipping it. So the file is stored to, yeah. So now we have the zip file. So the name of the zip file will be based on the semantic model name that you have selected. Okay, I'll just quickly open this file, and if I open the CSV file, yeah, so we'll have the list of all the relationship that exist in that semantic model, like the from table, from column, to table, to column, whether it's active, the type of filter it is, single or cross filter, the relationships, the filtering behavior, and if dependent on a referential integrity. All right, as I mentioned earlier, so this tool, so as this is a free tool, so and the limitations, so at this moment I've just kept the relationship properties available in this tool, and this tool can only execute one semantic model at a time. But in a paid version, it is possible to have multiple semantic model executed. I mean, the properties of multiple semantic model being exported to the exported. All right, so that will be the paid tool will be a web-based tool, and also have the command line tool also available. All right, so I'm hoping for a good feedback on this tool, and once if I get a good feedback on this tool, I'll just add more features to this tool. I mean, right at the moment, I just relationships are only available to be exported, so I'll just gradually add few other properties. I mean, that would still be a free tool. But in the paid version, it will be highly customized. There'll be a lot of options that you can use. All right, so that's it for this walkthrough. Okay, do let me know what do you think about it. And also I'll just make this installer available through the GitHub. So it's a free download. So I'll share the GitHub URL as well. All right, thank you for your time. All right, thank you.